Pisces, you ready? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There is always an extended reading, and I attach that link in the description box right at the top, and I also pin it to the top of the comment section so it's easy for you guys to find. Or you can just join the Unbound membership to this channel and get all the extended readings, unlimited access for as long as you're a member, plus all the other channel perks. But you think about it. Pisces, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Pisces content comes out every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And I also do daily tarot card readings on my second YouTube channel. It's called Astrology Motivation, and I would love for you to follow me over there too and participate in the live chats. I'll attach that link right above. So the astrology this week is really consistent because it's been this way for a while. In the beginning of the week, Neptune is in opposition to Mercury. So if your mind has been foggy or details have not been clear, or you being affected almost in reverse, if you've been reminiscing a lot lately or almost having like Mercury retrograde kind of thing, like dealing with exes calling up or all that kind of stuff, I would not be surprised. But that breaks this week, and you actually will feel relieved, except your brain, now that it's not foggy, it seems to be scattered in all directions because because Jupiter is Mercury gets because Mercury becomes opposite Jupiter. Why do I include Jupiter in this? Because Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces. It's the traditional ruler of Pisces. It was only when Neptune was discovered, and I don't know what date it was discovered, but Neptune is one of the modern planets that was discovered later on. And so, Jupiter still very much impacts everything that you are, including the part of you that is broad and expansive and curious about the world and optimistic about the world, particularly for you, optimistic about people. You know what I'm saying? You always see, like Sagittarius will see the big idea, but Pisces will see potential in everybody. Oftentimes to your detriment, but I don't want to call you out on that, but it is, you'll see these great potential in people, and that comes from Jupiter and how Jupiter still very much impacts you. Now, Jupiter will then, instead of Neptune, Jupiter will go opposite Mercury, and that is a brilliant time when exceptional thoughts happen. The challenge will be to gather your thoughts and trim the fat so you're only thinking of one thing in particular, one thing at a time. So if you can do that this week, you'll actually be extraordinarily bright. Like you will be able to do everything with your brain as long as you could do it one at a time and focus on things like one at a time. What do the cards have to say? Because I have 3 in front of me to begin. Turn knowledge into wisdom. This is your energy. This is Piscean energy. It's the moon card. So there is a little bit of mystery to it. Mystery in that you can never really completely understand. You can never really know the moon or really totally comprehend it. There always has to be this aspect of faith whenever it comes to anything in the dark. Even the sun, though, is in the dark. If you think about it, it just gives light. It brings light to things. So the moon kind of gives hope in dark places. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So something you know, information that you have now becomes something that makes your eyes open and makes you understand or see more clearly. And then we have trust the great mystery. And you see this is 65. 6 plus 5 is 11. So it's about awakening by diving in, like putting your whole self in, and almost in some ways getting shocked awake by the cold, like the thrill of like when the water hits you. It's like your eyes are open. Suddenly you notice something. Suddenly you see. And I think this is your feelings. Suddenly you can understand them. Okay? And then life is speeding up. This is Gemini energy, putting things together, finding a harmony between the duality of life, but it's also talking to people, talking one-on-one to people. So it's almost like in some ways either conversations that you've had with somebody, all of a sudden you realize what they were saying to you. It's like maybe your feelings were getting in the way and it was clouding your brain, but now the fog is cleared, and it's almost like now I get it. Now I see, and whoosh, all these new emotions rush in because they're based on clear understanding of what's really going on through a conversation with somebody. It could be something that you overhear, but I feel like this is direct communication between you and somebody else that is basically changing your whole outlook on the way shit's going. So let's get deeper into this. What does that mean for Pisces? God, guide me and direct me. Okay, time to heal. So time to, so you're getting something off of your chest. Because that clear, like, when snake comes out, I just want to make sure there wasn't another card there for you. Okay. When snake comes out, this has been something that has sort of been twisting your gut. And, it's the impetus for the change. It's almost like the toxin or the poison had to come out. So this would be about you or somebody getting it off your chest. The emotions, the feelings, and just diving right into it and letting it all out. And letting it, like, not avoiding it anymore, immersing yourself in it and speaking about it. And then it's also about healing, like washing away the pain as you expel the pain, allowing the toxin to come out. I keep saying that because it is. You could be, because we're now in Virgo season, and it's almost like that's a main tension between you and Virgo. Virgo is about health. It's about trying to do the responsible thing, whereas Pisces is about escapism and getting lost in dreams. And Virgo is very much about living day to day in reality. How is this also clashing in the way that we take care of ourselves? Pisces, you tend to lose yourself. Self-care is about getting lost and escapism. Whereas Virgo, it's about nurturing, health, actually feeding yourself healthy foods and exercising and taking, not to say that all Virgos do this, but being very pedantic about your daily routine so that you can like have reliable building blocks. So ultimately, there's some sort of toxin that has to be expelled now. It is definitely the perfect time to do it. So you may, all of a sudden, this may be the great awakening when you realize, I gotta detox, I gotta stop, eating so much sugar, I gotta start exercising, I've got to stop losing myself and start finding who I am and committing to the healing. So first, it's like a big purge or a detox of some sort. Great ideas, sharing knowledge, or learning about this stuff. And yes, detoxing your life could also include people that need to get the fuck out of my life. Like the people that need to be taken out of your life are included in detoxification of your life. Bring your ideas to life. So this is what I say, very bright, very sharp. And maybe that's also clarification as to which direction do I need to move next. There's been a lot of funky stuff that's been happening this summer. It's okay, because summer really is about getting lost and just relaxing and losing ourselves in the season, because it's a joyous season. But there's something here that's inspired a great idea, and you have to trust it and go with it. And by the cards on the table, you will definitely throw your whole self into it. And then we have, and it could be inspired by detoxification or turn knowledge into wisdom, realizing where this is going to go and wanting to change it, or seeing somebody else might be going in that direction and wanting to intervene and help them detox and change it. Lots of different possibilities on the table. Leave your comments below, because I would love to know about how you are detoxing, or how you are feeling this energy kind of come around you, how you are experiencing it. I would love to know. And then we have Spirit has your back, but no, that's in reverse. Does Spirit ever not have your back? No, but this does suggest either a little bit of disconnection, or this is not about Spirit at all. It's about an authority figure in your life that you feel is not being supportive, may even be sort of blocking you, or just a lack of support is holding you back. Yeah, somebody in your life may not be being supportive of this. Who the hell is that? Pisces. Imagine. I asked the question, who is that? And I got imagine and why. I understand. So you've been wondering or making up in your imagination answers to the question why. You have been trying to figure this out over and over again. That's what's becoming clear to you. Why this energy is blocking you or trying to block you. And what to do about it. Who is this? Who is this energy? Who is this energy? Okay, so it may be yourself. The 7 and 7, it's basically futility. Futility is about being robbed. The 7 of Swords is about things being taken away from you. Being so distracted, it's easy to take stuff away from you. And 7 of Cups is about drinking too much, getting lost in your illusions, being delusional, not being able to make a decision because you're seeing good where there isn't. It's almost like you're giving too much credit to too many things. I gotta say, it's almost like somebody is intentionally trying to distract you in order to keep you from making these decisions or seeing these truths or seeing these realities. So this person would be somebody who is intentionally trying to subvert your attention so that you don't pick up on some shit. Now, why would that be happening? Why would that be happening? Because they love you, because they're trying to heal you, because they're trying to help you, because they think it's love, or because they love you, they want you. This could be somebody who definitely, like, says they love you, says they want to nurture you, says they want to take care of you. Somebody who, or it could be you. Could be you doing this to somebody else. Whatever it is the energy of somebody who is trying to love somebody, who is throwing everything they have at somebody and wants their love offer or their love to be accepted, and feels that trying to distract somebody is or this is somebody that doesn't want to tell you what they really feel about something you've created. So it could be that they really do love you, but every time you get down to the brass tacks, they always kind of find a way to avoid you and avoid talking. And that would be because even though they love you, they don't really love what you're doing. Or they don't really love, like they don't really love what you've created, and they don't know how to tell you. So that could also mean it's like they really don't support you, not because they want anything bad to happen to you, or they want to hurt you, or they want to undermine you, but because ultimately, on some level, they don't really feel as psyched about something you're involved in as you are, and they're trying to avoid you. They're trying to love you, they're trying to be supportive, but if they told you the truth, it wouldn't be very supportive, because they either don't understand, or don't see any value in what you're doing. And listen, they could be right, they could be wrong. But either way, the bottom line is they're not telling you. They're not being straightforward. Judgment. There's definitely a day of reckoning coming. Oh, maybe there is a day of reckoning coming. It's almost like, but this is 7 of, okay. Somebody has been very delusional in what they think an outcome is going to be. And in some respect, somebody thinks they're going to get selected or chosen, or they feel really good about something, but that could also be that you don't really know what you've been selected for. You don't know the full gravity, or somebody hasn't been completely honest or upfront about what you've actually been chosen or selected for. Or there's a sense of fooling oneself with regards to the effect you think you're going to have with what you're doing or who you are, because it's a little bit delusional, it's a little bit distracted, it's a little bit almost like taking advice from the wrong people, or Yeah, being easily distracted by stuff that doesn't actually make any sense or won't really do you any good. You see, some people use it as many choices, but if you look really closely, most of those choices are toxic. You can even see the skull here, implying that this is actual poison. What the fuck? What the fuck? Interesting. Maybe somebody's trying to distract you so you don't see the truth about something. What is Pisces supposed to do? I guess, hold on, let me just see the moon card. No, let's ask that question. What is Pisces supposed to do? What is the best course of action for Pisces to take? You better walk on in another direction. Better leave. Better believe in yourself enough to realize you don't need this shit. And get ready to bounce. Because the magician always represents you guys, whoever's listening to the reading, whoever the reading's for. It represents your ability to put two and two together and make something out of nothing. And then the fool, jumping in, but not make something out of nothing in a bad way. At least upright. Upright, this is, you could accomplish anything. You see the resources in front of you and you're going to go for it. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to go for it, because they feel like you're going to fail because they might not have the faith in your work that you do. But what you have to, because I asked the cards, what does Pisces have to do? You have to go for it. And if this is a case where you find yourself very dazed and confused and not certain, the cards are still saying you can make this work. You've got to just go for it. There's never going to be a perfect time. But you know enough now, and you know what to stay away from. And hopefully you know what to avoid. It's almost like Pinocchio. It's not bad that he wants to become an actor, but go to school for it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't skip school. It's almost like now, it's almost like him at the end of his journey. Now he knows who to trust and when to recognize when someone's just blowing shit, like smoke up their ass. Because somebody is definitely blowing smoke up your ass. Absolutely. And they're certainly not as supportive as you think they are, or they're trying to make themselves look. That's not true. There is definitely an undermining energy here. So you have to believe in yourself and just go for it. Because on some level, they might try to tell you, don't do it. And either it's because they're intentionally trying to sabotage you, but it may not even be that. You know, I don't see anything that well. It may not even be that. It just may be that they sincerely don't believe that. They think you're a wackadoo, even if they haven't told you. They think you're crazy, and they don't think that there's much of an opportunity here. And so they would kind of discourage you or seek to discourage you from something that might actually really work out. Will this work out? Pisces. Pisces. Accelerated motion and mental conflict. Okay, so you were rushing towards, let me tell you something. You were rushing towards something because you weren't certain about it. And you were just like, okay, I'm just going to dive in, or I'm going to speed this up. Because if I think about it too much, I'll never be able to make a decision. So it's almost like just jumping through, like deciding not to decide. Just jumping into something, which is exactly what the whale energy implies. But mental conflict and accelerated motion. It could feel like things are coming at you way too quickly. But I think what is going on is, it's like either you haven't been given enough time to think and you really want it. And if you really want it, then take it. But it's almost like too much thought will rob you of your opportunity. And that's why you should rush into something, or you want to rush into something because you're thinking about it too hard, and thinking about it isn't solving anything. You'd rather just be working on whatever it is. we get some solid direction, though? Because I'm still a little confused. Pisces. 8. Okay, thank you. That was blatant. It says put the pedal to the metal. Go. Because this is 8, and it came up the 8. I said, please clarify. Accelerated motion. Just go for it. Things are happening really quickly, and you need to let them happen really quickly. Even if you have doubts or there's somebody in your life trying to make you feel doubtful. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.